Can I ask you something a little personal? Have you ever felt lost? Like you're adrift in this huge, chaotic ocean we call life and you're just desperately looking for a lighthouse? I know I have. There have been so many nights I've just stared up at the ceiling, wondering, what's the point of all this? Is there something more? We chase after so many things, don't we? We want the perfect job, the perfect relationship, the perfect Instagram feed. We think, if I just get that promotion, or if I can just afford that car, or if I can just lose those last 10 pounds, then I'll be happy. Then I'll feel complete. We build these little kingdoms for ourselves, where we are the king or queen, trying to control every little detail. But what happens when the kingdom crumbles? When the job is lost, the relationship ends, or the happiness we thought we'd find just isn't there? We're left in the rubble, feeling more empty than when we started. And that's where this story, a real story, begins to change everything. It's a story about a different kind of king. Not a king who sits on a throne of gold, demanding our taxes and our obedience, but a king who was born in a dusty little town in a stable surrounded by animals. A king whose crown wasn't made of jewels but of thorns. His name is Yeshua. You might know him as Jesus. Now stay with me here because this isn't about rigid rules or stuffy traditions. This is about a radical upside-down kind of love. See, the problem we all face, that feeling of being lost, that emptiness, the Bible calls it sin. It's not just the big bad things we do. It's that separation, that feeling of being disconnected from our purpose, from our Creator. It is the brokenness inside us that makes us build those fragile little kingdoms in the first place. We were created for a perfect relationship with God, but we chose our own way, and that created a gap, a huge chasm that we could never cross on our own. We try to build bridges, right? We try to be a good person, we give to charity, we're nice to our neighbors, and those are all good things. But they're like trying to build a bridge across the Grand Canyon with a few planks of wood. It's just not enough to span the distance. Yeshua lived a perfect life, a life completely connected to God, the life we were supposed to live. He showed us what it truly means to love, to forgive, to have compassion. He healed the sick. He ate with the outcasts. He challenged the powerful. He showed us the heart of God, and then came the ultimate act of love. This is the twist in the story that changes everything. Yeshua, this perfect king, allowed himself to be arrested, beaten, and crucified. He took all of our brokenness, all our mistakes, all that sin that separated us from God, and he nailed it to the cross with him. He took the punishment that we deserved. He paid the price. He became the bridge across the chasm. Think about that for a second. The King of the universe chose to die for you and for me, while we were still lost, while we were still trying to build our own little, failing kingdoms. That's not a weak love. That is the most powerful, world-changing love imaginable. But the story doesn't end there. If it did, it would just be a tragedy. 3 days later, the tomb was empty. Yeshua rose from the dead, defeating sin and death once and for all. He proved that he is who he said he is, the Son of God, the Savior, our true King. And because he lives, we can live too. True life. Not just going through the motions, but a life filled with purpose, peace, and hope. Salvation through Yeshua isn't about earning your way to heaven. It's a free gift. It's simply about turning away from our own broken kingdom and accepting his rule in our lives. It's admitting, I can't do this on my own. I need a Savior. It's about trusting that what he did on the cross was enough. When you invite Yeshua to be your king, he doesn't just save you from something. He saves you for something. For a relationship with God, for a community of believers, for a life that has an eternal impact. The emptiness starts to get filled. The feeling of being lost is replaced by the gentle guidance of a good shepherd. You're no longer an orphan. You're a child of the King. So if you're out there tonight staring at your ceiling, wondering if there's more, the answer is yes. His name is Yeshua, and he's waiting with open arms, ready to save you and welcome you into his kingdom. The only question is, will you let him be your king?